Hey boo, happy 2/22/22. Okay, apparently it's supposed to be a very majestic day, full of manifestation and crystals and other words that are supposed to be like very mystifying and stuff. But today's been like very regular schmegler for me. I don't know about you guys. But yeah. Thanks so much, 2/22/22, whatever. But not getting it. How about y'all? But hello. Welcome to Teas Tuesday. Get it? Because it's whatever. Y'all get it. Yes, welcome to Teas Tuesday, our Jeopardy review, our weekly Jeopardy review. I'm so sorry about last week. Your girl was sick. Okay, I could barely speak, let alone do an hour of review. So we skipped last week, but I still put questions up. So you guys still had a new set of a new set of 20 questions for Teas. And if you guys play and click Jeopardy with me on Thursdays, you still had a set of 25 questions for Thursday because I wasn't feeling well for Thursday either. So this is my first week back since 2 weeks ago. So it's great to see you guys. Hello. How was your Valentine's Day? Let me know. I'm getting our questions set up. Welcome to everybody. If this is your first time, welcome to Teas Tuesday. I'm Nurse Sam. How you doing? LPN, licensed practical nurse, and proud of it. Have been so since 2014. I am an LPN advocate, and I am against LPN discrimination because we are nurses too. Okay, so on my page, you're going to learn a lot about LPNs, what we do, unbucking those misconceptions and those like myths about LPNs and all those things that like your grandma and your auntie like tell you that's really rude about LPNs, but they're like administrators at an elementary school or something, totally not in healthcare, so what do they know? But that's just an example. But I also help nursing students just like you and aspiring nursing students to get into nursing school by taking their entrance exams such as the ATI TEAS or the HESI. We focus on ATI TEAS. So tonight we're going to be focused on the ATI TEAS, but I do have a bunch of resources for you guys. Tonight's game is going to be sponsored by none other than, can you guys guess it? nursehub.com. All right, so nursehub.com is going to be your premium entrance exam prep. All right, for anything ATI TEAS, HESI, or even the Wonderlic. They have thousands of questions, just like the TEAS. Oops, sorry. So if you're studying for the TEAS, especially if you're here, they have thousands of questions to help you prepare. And our questions for tonight are actually going to be sponsored by Nurse Hub. So if you like the style of those questions and if you feel challenged by those questions, they're also the questions that are in the Nurse Sam app. Once again, sponsored by Nurse Hub. So if you like those will be the same questions that you find in the premium prep that is nursehub.com. Okay? Here is their Instagram. 1 second. I'm going to do the auntie face on Facebook by getting too close. 1 second. Nurse Hub. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. All right. Come past the T's, guys. All right. If you do not have Nurse Hub and have not checked them out and you're studying for your ATI TEAS, your HESI, or whatever, your entrance exam ATI TEAS, not your exit, all right? You need to check out TEAS. You need to get yourself the ATI TEAS study manual. You need to get yourself a good study guide. You need to get my study bundle for support to make it nice and fun. And you also need to get a Nurse Hub membership so you can get that repetition of questions and that practice, so that leading after you do your go through your manual and leading up to your test, you get that daily practice, which is ultimately going to be what's really going to prepare you for that test. Okay? All right. Let me just pin that. 1 second. We'll look at your comments. Do you have anything for the Hesse LB accent? I don't, not right now. The only thing I have exit is just NCLEX. And that's for both PN and RN NCLEX. That general nursing information for the exit exam. I have had people tell me that they've used my NCLEX, the Ultimate Nursing School Bundle / my NCLEX reviews for Hesse and ATI TEAS exit, and it worked for them, but it's on a case-by-case basis. It's made for the NCLEX. I received a lot of good feedback on that TEAS study guide. You can go through my profile for a bunch of reviews and people saying, oh, I passed. I honestly ran out of space. I try to post one at least daily of a review so you guys can see that I'm not just talking ish. People really enjoy it. All right, guys. So let me tell you guys how this works for all my first timers here. All right. So first things first, while we do our TEAS questions, you guys know with the TEAS we have our 4 categories. We have math, reading, English, and science. I don't know why I always get confused, but math, English, reading, science, yes. Those are our 4 categories. In our Jeopardy game, we're going to have 5 questions per category for a total of 20 questions. All right, so each of the questions are going to ascend in point from 100 points to 500 points. So, of course, we are playing for points. We are playing for our top 5 winners. Top 2 winners, since today's Tuesday and $2 Tuesday, whatever. We're playing for our top 2 winners, and they are going to win. The top 2 winners with the highest scores, they're going to win a free bundle, ATI TEAS bundle. Boop, 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 boop. I'm writing down, my bad. Okay, yes, we are winning free ATI TEAS bundles, okay? If you do not win the free ATI TEAS bundle and you are still interested in the ATI TEAS bundle, which features all 4 of those sections, math, reading, English, and science, all 4 of those sections as far as my study kits, the creative study kits, that are very colorful and really make studying fun. It's great as far as supplementally supporting your study guides. So I never recommend to just use my study guides to just study alone. It's not meant for that. It's not that in depth. Okay, but it's meant to be used supplementally. All right, so don't sit here and say I didn't tell you. All right, so if you cannot, what was I saying? I'm sorry, if you were still interested in the ATI TEAS study bundle, they are on sale now for $22 versus the $39. If you get all of the study kits individually, it's about like $59 or $54 or something like that. But if you get it all in the bundle, you get it for $39 regular price. But for today, if you use code 22Tuesday, I'm going to put it in the comments. Okay, if you use code 22Tuesday, you'll get that for the ATI TEAS study bundle. You'll get that for $22 versus $39. Put that at checkout. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, let me look and make sure I got your questions. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, let's go ahead and go over how we're going to play. All right, I already told you guys we have our 20 questions. During our hour here, we're not going to have time to go over all 20 questions, but that's why I tell you guys to download the free app. The app is called the NurseSam. Literally go into your iOS, Apple Store, your Android, whatever, Google Play. Go into your App Store and search the NurseSam and download the NurseSam app. Inside my app, you'll have your NCLEX Jeopardies and your TEAS Tuesday mobile versions of the games. So when you download that free app, just go ahead and click TEAS Prep, ATI TEAS Prep, and you'll be able to play the actual blue screen Jeopardy, like actually see the question, see the answer afterwards, see the points, blah, blah, blah. You'll be able to do that. And you can actually play by yourself, play on teams. You can click that you can have 1, 2, 3, however many teams if you want to play in teams, or if you're just doing it for private practice, then See what I did there? But if you're just doing it for personal practice, anytime, anywhere, it is digital and mobile. It's for both LPN and RNs, the entrance exam. If you just want to just do it by yourself, you can do that. Once again, it's completely free. All right. Sponsored by Nurse Hub, the questions, ATI TEAS style. It is still ATI TEAS 6. ATI TEAS 7 won't be until later on this summer. We'll let you guys know when the information changes over to ATI TEAS 7. But for now, everything is still ATI 6 because ATI 6 is still being administered as far as the test goes. Okay, when it changes over to 7, we'll change over our stuff as well. All right, so how we're going to play, because this is verbally and on live, I can't really do the reading and the English questions verbally. It won't be fair, and it won't be this. It's not the same effect. So I'll let you guys do that and practice that on your own time when you download the app, the Nurse Sam. The Nurse Sam. That's the app. When you download the app, it's 100% free. You can play your English in your readings. You really have to like read the passages and everything like that and see the spelling. So me verbally telling you guys isn't the same. You won't get the same effect. And I want you guys, the reason why we're doing this is so you guys can really get a feel of how it's going to be when you go to take your ATI TEAS. We're doing it here because we want it to be fun so you can get your practice and review in. But I also want you to download that app so you can actually see the questions, read it at your own pace, get used to the timing, get used to the wording, get used to everything, actually seeing the questions so that when you get into the actual physical zone of taking the TEAS during the actual real test, it won't be as unfamiliar, okay? So let's go ahead and get our questions. Okay, so how we're going to play is I'm going to read out the question and then I'm going to read out the answer choices. The app is called the Nurse Sam. You can go into the link in my bio and go to the link that says download the app. Or you can just search your Google and Apple app stores for the Nurse Sam. Once again, it's 100% free. Let me pull up our question. Here we go. All right, and so, I called this is our Jeopardy style review because if this is your first time, this is literally like Jeopardy. I'm going to show you guys. It's actually like literally like the game Jeopardy. It's a blue screen and everything. All right, so this is what you guys are going to see. All right, now on the mobile version, you can see this same blue screen. Sorry, that's the light. You can see the same blue screen on the mobile version, but it's obviously going to be mobile, okay? And like I said, the reading in English, you're going to do that on your own in the mobile app, just because it's weird to do it verbally. And then tonight, we're going to focus on the math and science verbally, all right? Remember, we are playing for prizes, our top two highest answers, or highest points. And how we're going to win and how we're going to do that is I'm going to look in the comments right here on my screen, okay? Now, if this is your first time, especially on live, especially when you have contests like these, when it's over like Wi-Fi and internet and stuff like that, the bandwidth and everything like that, it differs, it varies. So what's on my screen may not be on your screen. Something may lag, something may not show up on the text. So I can only go by what's on my screen. Okay. It's under ATI TEAS. All right. There's like 4 categories, or is it 3? Can't remember. But yeah, at the top, go to where it says ATI TEAS prep. And when you click ATI TEAS prep, you'll see the TEAS mobile game. Dang it, what was I saying? I can't remember. I was talking about, oh yeah, okay, so in order for your points to count, after I read the question and I tell you guys to answer and you see it, And you have to put what is in the comments. So if the answer is like 2, the choices are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. If the answer that you think it is 2, so you're going to put what is 2 in the comments, okay? And if you're the first person to say what is 2 and it's correct on my screen, please don't cuss me out if it pops up and it's not on your screen. I'm sorry, it's not me literally and physically. So if it doesn't pop up, I'm so sorry. But once again, we're playing for incentives and we're playing for prizes just to make it fun. But if you get the answer correct, then obviously we know that you're really on the right track, and that's the real prize. That's the real goal of why we're doing this, to make sure you get it correct. You don't have to answer what is on the actual ATI teas, but because we're playing Jeopardy style, we're playing for fun. That's why we're doing it here. We're doing it for free prizes, okay? All right, so once again, I'm going to read the question. I'm going to read the answer choices. When you guys are ready with your answer, you're going to put what is, and then 1, 2, 3, or 4, or whatever. If you're the first person to answer correctly on my screen, you're going to go on the scoreboard. First 2 people, or top 2 people with the highest scores, are going to win a free ATI TEAS bundle. Okay, if you unfortunately are not one of the 2 winners from tonight, you can still get that discounted for $22 because today is $2.22. So instead of that regular price of $39, you can just get it for $22 if you use code 22Tuesday. Okay, all that information is in my stories and also in the link in my bio. But we can just play for an hour, and then I'll give you guys time. You guys will have plenty of time after I live to get all of that, okay? All right, so let me see if you guys have any questions before we get started. Someone said I have I take the ATI TEAS tomorrow. Nurse J, good luck to you. Get a good, nice rest. Okay, I'm glad you found it. Awesome. Okay, all right. I don't see any questions. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so like I said, we're doing math and science. Let me go ahead and get our first question ready. All right, let's do math for 200. All right, we're doing math for 200, guys. First question, math for 200 points. Make sure you guys are tagging any of your friends, any of your future cohort people that need to get some studying and some practice in for the ATI TEAS entrance exam. Make sure you are tagging them below so they can get in on this free and fun study review, okay? All right, so we're about to do math for 200 points. All right, this is the first question, everybody, for Teas Tuesday, if you're just coming in. Question reads, of the 2,800 students accepted into university, 20% were admitted early. How many students were admitted early? 1, 56. 2, 560. 3, 2240. Or 4, 20. Of the 2,800 students accepted into university, 20% were admitted. How many students were admitted early? I'm sorry for that pause. I thought the fire alarm was about to come on. Sorry. Yes, 2,800 students were accepted into university. 20% were admitted early. How many students were admitted early? 1, 56. 2, 560. 3, 2240. Or 4, 20. All right, let's look and see what that answer is. The answer is what is 2, which is 560. What is 2? 560 students were admitted early. Let's look and see who's the first person on my screen to get this answer. Phoenix Rising, congratulations. All right, Phoenix Rising 1. You are on the scoreboard with 200 points. Phoenix Rising 1. All right. Awesome job. 200 points. Great job. I see you guys, I see Vanessa, you got the answer as well. You just weren't first, but I'm shouting you guys out because you did get the correct answer. So great job, Vanessa. Great job, Lisa. Witness Sullivan, Patty Melts, Bricia, Angelica, Cal Park, Kunda, Junie, IMMKD, Holistically Ashley, Zoe Davis, Pretty Eye, Hindabout. I feel like I knew what you're trying to say, but it's not $5. It's not 5.60. It's 5.60. Felicia Walker, Shads, to you from me. Awesome job. All right, great job, guys. All right, so just what we learned last week is that it's much better if we see a visual. So I'm going to visually work this problem out for you guys so we can see. All right. Let me grab this. Wait for it. Okay. All right, guys. So our question reads, we have 2,800 students accepted into the university. All right. 20% were actually admitted early. So they're trying to figure out what is the number of students accepted early. All right. All right. So first things first, we already have our given total. Okay. We have our indicated percentage, which is our 20%. We have our given total, our 280. And we know that in order to find our percentage amount, we have to multiply this times this, basically. You have to multiply our indicated percentage by the given total in order for it to give us our percentage amount. All right. So in this case, we have to do 2,800 times 20%. All right. Problem number one, you can't multiply with the percentage. You have to change this percentage into a decimal. All right. So how do you change 20% into a decimal? You can either slide the decimal 2 points to the left, or you divide that 20 by 100%. So that 20% is either 20 over 100, or you can do that. All right. So we need a percentage. We need a decimal. That's going to be our decimal right there. So 2,800 times our decimal. All right. And when we do that, that's going to give us 560. So that's the number of students that was That's the number of students that was accepted early. Okay. All right. Great job. All right. So that was math problem number 1. And just give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you guys do prefer it and you do like it when after, especially for the math problems, that we go over it together, like actually write it out and go over and solve it together. Give me a thumbs up if you like that we do that now. All right. Awesome job. Great job to everybody that got 560. Ooh, that's a good one. Kunda, if you know 10%, if someone's in any percent also, really, if you know 10% of it, then you'll know 20%, you know 30, you know 40. You just know that whatever is that 10%, you multiply that by whatever number to give you the real number. So if you know that 2800, you know that 10% of that is 280. All right. If you're 10% to 20%, you got to multiply that by 2. So 280 times 2 is 560. So that's in that logic that Kunda was talking about. All right. Great job. All right. I see thumbs. So you guys are loving us going through it. All right. So we just did math. Let's go ahead and switch up some gears and do some science. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and do some science. Two seconds. All right. Our science question, let's do it for 400. Science for 400. Ooh. Wait. No, let's do science for 300. I lied. Let's do science for 300. All right, science for 300, guys. If you are just now joining, this is TEAS Tuesday. If you are taking the TEAS, the ATI TEAS entrance exam, or even the HESI, this is your opportunity to practice and review some ATI TEAS style questions for free, sponsored by nursehub.com or nursehub_gram on Instagram. All right. We just did a math question. That was our first question. So now we're about to do science. We are playing for prizes. Right now we have Phoenix Rising 1 on the scoreboard in first place. Only person on the scoreboard right now. So we have time, everybody. 2 winners with the highest scores are going to win the free ATI TEAS bundle. Okay, if you do not win one of those free ATI TEAS bundles, you can still get the ATI TEAS bundle for $22 instead of $39 if you use code 22Tuesday. Okay, all that information is in my stories, and I'll also be sending out an email with that afterwards. So make sure you guys are signed up and make sure you download the app. Okay. Scroll through the previous messages for the name of the app. It's the Nurse Sam. It's free. And let's go ahead and get into our question, okay? Science for 300. All right. The majority of nutrient absorption occurs in the blank. 1, large intestine. 2, small intestine. 3, pancreas. Or 4, liver. The majority of nutrient absorption occurs in the blank. Is it 1, large intestine, 2, small intestine, 3, pancreas, or 4, liver? Let's see who has our answer. All right. Our answer is what is 2 small intestine? The question was the majority of nutrient absorption occurs where? And the answer was 2, small intestine. All right, let's look and see who got what is 2 first. Remember, this is NCLEX Jeopardy if you guys are new here. And if you're new. This is NCLEX Jeopardy, so in true NCLEX, not NCLEX, in true, I keep saying NCLEX Jeopardy. This is Teas Tuesday. Sorry, Teas Tuesday Jeopardy. So in true Jeopardy fashion, you have to say what is in order to be answered correct. All right, so the first person to get what is two is Ashley Pettinga. Where's my thing? All right, so great job, Ashley. You are on the scoreboard and actually in first place with 300 points. So Ashley, 300 points. All right, and then Phoenix Rising, you're right under for 200. Remember, we're playing for our top 2 high scores. We still have like 30 minutes to go and a bunch of questions to play. It can be anybody's game. Somebody can come in and just get like a 500 point question and just like swoop in and just really just kill the whole thing. So it can be anybody's game. Don't let you not being fast enough for these first 2 questions discourage you. Once again, we're playing for incentive just because we like to have fun over here. We do not do boring studying at all. You retain more when you're entertained, so that's why we always try to make sure that our studying is as entertaining and as fun as possible. But as long as you guys know that even though we are playing for fun, the real reason why you guys are studying, came here to study, is so that you guys, when you guys take the real test, you're good. Okay? All right, so this says the small intestine is the site of the majority of nutrient absorption. The folds in the lining, along with the length of the small intestine, allows ample time for nutrients to travel through the small intestine to allow maximum absorption. The large intestine facilitates the absorption of water. So I was looking, I was like, I wonder how many people are going to confuse the absorption of nutrients with the absorption of water, because it's 2 different things, 2 different sites. Large intestine, site of water, majority of water absorption. A small intestine is where your nutrients are absorbed. Okay, so like I said, the large intestine facilitates the absorption of water and some electrolytes, but typically protein has already been absorbed by the time it reaches the large intestine. Remember, it's absorbed in the small intestine first. So by the time it reaches the large intestine, it's already been absorbed. And then the waters, then it's time for the water. It says the liver has several functions, with a few functions related to digestion, such as bile secretion, but there is no absorption occurring by the liver. And then the pancreas, that secretes many digestive enzymes and hormones, but it does not absorb nutrients in the digestive tract. Okay? So, great job to everybody that got 2. Let me see. Let's look into it. Great job. Kunda, will you answer it? What is? All right. Yeah, I looked again. Yeah, I guess your internet's behind. I looked again. It was Ashley. Great job, Kunda. Kunda said, remember, small intestines come right after stomach digestion and right before the large intestine. The body wants to get the nutrients first so that anything left or bad can leave the body. Nice, nice. Thank you, Felicia. All right. Great job, guys. Like I said, it can still be anybody's game. All right. Let's go ahead and do... Let's do math for 300. Yeah. Let's do math for 300. Sure. Here's my pen. Hold on. I lose it every time. 2 seconds. Whatever. It's really gonna bother me, but okay. I found another one. All right, so math for 300, everybody. Okay. We're just doing math and science on our live because it's hard for me. It's hard for me to do reading in English verbally because you really have to read it. So I still have reading in English included on the app. So when you download the free app to play this week's questions after we finish our live, you'll be able to see the reading in English and practice that on your own, just so you can actually see and read the passages. All right, math for 300. There are 68 seats on the bus. 3/4 of them are occupied. How many seats are occupied on this bus? What in the Rosa Parks? 1, 21. 2, 51. 3, 17. 4, 22. I'm gonna read it again. There are 68 seats on this bus. 3/4 of them are occupied. How many seats are occupied on this bus? 1, 21. Is it 2, 51? Is it 3, 17? Or is it 4, 22? Let's look and see what that answer is. The answer is, what is 251? What is 251? All right, let's look and see who's the first person on my screen to get what is 251. All right, let's look. Yes, I'm gonna save these lives. I save all these lives. Oh, sorry, I got distracted reading Kima's thing. Kima will talk. Fuck that person. Sorry. First person to say what is 2. Witness Sullivan. All right. Great job. I still cannot believe. Witness Sullivan. All right, Witness Sullivan, you are on the scoreboard with 300 points, which means you are tied with first place with Ashley, who also has 300 points. And then Phoenix Rising, you are right underneath that with 200 points. But like I said, it can still be anybody's game. I found my pen. Wait. Okay. All right, so great job, Witness Sullivan. You're the first person to get that. Great job to everybody else that got what is 2 or 51. I'm looking through. I see you. I see a lot of people saying, ooh. How can we access the Jeopardy game online to read along? So these questions you won't be able to see until we're done with these questions. So you won't be able to see the live questions. After we get finished with our live, then I'll update the app so you'll be able to review our questions and then read the reading in the English. But the questions that you're able to access now are from last week's. Does that make sense? So they're always like a week behind. So while we're doing this fresh new one, you have access to last week's Jeopardy game. And then when we're finished with this, then you'll have access. I can't give you access beforehand because then you'll get the answers. Does it make sense? All right. All right, so great job again, Witness Sullivan. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go through how we got this answer. Hold on, let me get my thing. Okay. Okay, wait for it. Here we go. Oh. Okay. All right, so remember we have 68 seats on the bus. 3/4 of them are occupied. So they need to know basically how many number-wise are occupied. All right, so this is kind of basically like the last question that we had. Remember, we're giving our indicated percentage, our given total, and we needed to find the amount. But instead of giving us a percentage, they gave us a fraction. You guys know we can change this fraction to percentage and change that percentage into a decimal, which is basically what we're going to have to do anyway to get our answer. So same way we did this, but with a percentage, we're going to do the same thing with this, but with a fraction. All right. Okay. So basically, like we said, it is going to be our given total times our indicated amount. So it's going to be 68 times 3/4. Okay, you can either do this in a long fraction way and kind of do it like, all right, change this from a whole number to a fraction. So you can multiply two fractions, or you can change this into a decimal and do it that way. So that'll be 3/4 is the same as 0.75. So you can 0.75 it, multiply by that, and then that will give you your 51. Or if you want to do it the way I said, as far as the fraction, it would be 68 times 68 times 3/4. Make this into a fraction by putting that underneath a 1 or over a 1. And then you can multiply straight across. All right, that's going to give you your 204 over 4. 204 divided by 4 equals 51. All right, so this is one way you can do it. This is another way you can do it. All right, you can do it fraction, or you can do it with the decimal. All right, two different ways to get to the same number. All right. All right. So do they do that type of math in nursing school? No, it's definitely, you have to have the basic knowledge. So this is important to have our basic knowledge, but the math that you do in nursing school is this times like 10 other steps. But it's basically the same knowledge. Like in nursing school, you won't get a question about asking how many seats are occupied on the bus. In nursing school, they don't give a shit. That's not the type of question you're going to be getting. It's going to be asking you, like how much of this IV bag has, been absorbed into this patient's body over 3 hours when you know the rate is at it. Those type of questions and stuff that you're getting. It's not going to ask you these different random questions like it's going to be the basis of the question. So it's going to be like your algebra. It's going to be like, those types, the concepts. But as far as the style of questions, no, you're not going to get Jimmy has 4 apples. He gave Mary 3. You're not going to get those types of questions. But it's going to still use the same concepts. But it's definitely going to change the question and make it more nurse-like. This is definitely your pre-nursing. I always say that your ATI TEAS entrance exam, your HESI entrance exam, all your nursing school entrance exams, that's basically SAT and ACT, but for nursing school. Okay? So don't expect nursing school questions on ACT, like on your TEAS tests, and vice versa, to be honest. Okay, it's 2 different types of knowledge that they're assessing. All right. Let me look at what y'all are saying. Let me look. How do you know when to multiply straight across from cross multiplying? Wait, I don't get that question. I don't get that question. Rephrase that question about the cross multiplying. I'm not sure. All right, let's go ahead and do another question, guys. Great job as far as this one goes. Let's do science for 500. Let's shake it up. Let's shake it up. All right, guys, we're doing science for 500. Someone said I'm nervous as heck for this exam. I know. It's okay. Remember, today's 2/22/22. It starts with manifesting, y'all. It starts here. All right? At least don't admit it out loud that you're nervous for the exam, because then it becomes actual, like your body will actually believe it and take it as Bible. But even though that may be true and you are freaking out, at least out loud, and so that your body and mind can hear it. Even if you don't really feel that way, instead of saying, I'm so nervous for the exam, say, I've prepared to the best of my ability for this exam. Say something like that, you don't necessarily have to fake it till you make it, but at least replace the negative with positive talk. Does that make sense? Okay. Science for 500. Which of the following parts and divisions of the nervous system is correctly paired? Which of the following parts and divisions of the nervous system is correctly paired? 1. The brain goes to the peripheral nervous system. 2. The spinal cord is paired with the peripheral nervous system. 3. The autonomic division is paired with the central nervous system. Or 4, the autonomic division is paired with the peripheral nervous system. We're going to do that. We're going to repeat that over. Which of the following parts and divisions of the nervous system is correctly paired? 1, brain is paired with the peripheral nervous system. 2, spinal cord is paired with the peripheral nervous system. 3, autonomic division is paired with the central nervous system. Or 4, autonomic division is paired with the peripheral nervous system. Let's look and see what our answer is. All right, our answer is what is 4? Autonomic division is paired with the peripheral nervous system. What is 4? What is For 24/7, Vanessa got it. A lot of people chose 1 or 2. We're gonna get into it, but sorry. All right, where'd you go? 24/7, Vanessa, the first person to get what is for, giving you 500 points and putting you in the first place. All right, so 24/7, Vanessa. It keeps going down. Wait 1 second. 24/7, Vanessa. Okay. All right, that just got you 500 points. Like I said, putting you into first place. So great job, 24/7, Vanessa. Who else got what is for? Because that seems to have gotten a lot of people. I'm glad we're going over this. Good job, Jemai, A Daily Thoughts, Janice, Cal Parker, Shad. Yeah, I didn't see you, Jennifer View. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I just went through just to make sure again. Yep. 24/7 Vanessa was the first person. Just want to double check. But like I said, remember, this particular question, only a couple of people got the correct answer. So if you were one of those correct people, awesome job. Even if you weren't first, great job, because on the actual real TEAS test, you would have got it correct. So awesome job. All right, so a lot of people chose 1 or 2, which was 1 was brain is paired with the peripheral nervous system, and 2, spinal cord is paired with the peripheral nervous system. A lot of people chose 1 or 2. All right, so let's go through the rationale. All right, so nervous system. Remember, it's made up of 2 divisions, okay? The central and the peripheral. Kind of let the words help you as far as location and pairing of parts and divisions of the nervous system. All right. So you have a peripheral nervous system. Think of the word peripheral. You know when people try to say define peripheral and you use the word peripheral to describe the word peripheral? Hold on. How do you describe peripheral? Okay, on the edge of something, because I was literally about to say on your peripheral. All right, so peripheral means like on the edge of something. So if you have a peripheral nervous system, and peripheral means on the edge, you're gonna think about parts that are on the edge of that nervous system. So your brain. Well, before I say that other part, let me go into my next part. So that's your peripheral division. Your central division, all right, like I said, let the words help you. If peripheral's on the side, central's in the middle, okay? So when you're thinking about your peripheral, your nervous system, you're thinking about the parts of the nervous systems in the certain divisions. All right, so you have your central nervous system and peripheral. The central nervous system is comprised of the brain and central and spinal cord. Let me look. Actually, hold on. Let me show you guys a visual. So if you're thinking of if you are thinking about like a skeleton, well, not a skeleton because that's not the, hold on, let me find a picture for you guys. 2 seconds. Okay, not really. All right, so your nervous system, you have 2 systems. You have your central nervous system that houses the brain and spinal cord. And if you think of the body, your brain and your spinal cord are in the middle, are centrally located in that body. All right, so your central nervous system is going to be comprised of your brain and your spinal cord that's centrally located in your body. All right, your peripheral nervous system houses your nerves and your sensory organs. And think about it. Your nerves are going everywhere. All right, they're not just running centrally, but they're also running on the sides, peripherally as well. All right, so while you have your brain and your spinal cord here running down everywhere, so coming here and then going down to the sides, because it has to go down to your peripherals and your limbs, is your nerves and your sensory organs. So kind of let that help you. So number 1 says brain paired with your peripheral nervous system. That's incorrect, because remember, we just said that your brain is centrally located. So your brain is actually housed in the central nervous system. 1 is incorrect. 2, spinal cord, peripheral nervous system. We just talked about this. Your brain and spinal cord are both centrally located. So it's going to be your central nervous system. So 1 and 2 are out. 3 and 4. 3 says autonomic division. Well, both 3 and 4 have autonomic division, but 3 says it pairs with central nervous system, and then 4 says it pairs with the peripheral nervous system. All right. Now, the peripheral nervous system is actually the system that's made up of your somatic and autonomic division. So the first two answer choices were really asking you about the organs and the parts, and the last 2 were actually asking you about the division. So the autonomic division, the other division that's not autonomic is your somatic. All right, so you have to know about your somatic and autonomic divisions, and both of those are housed in the peripheral nervous system. So that's why number 4, which says autonomic division pairs with the peripheral, is correct. Number 3, autonomic pairs with central, it's not correct. Little tip, quick test taking tip, and I'm going to show it to you guys, okay? This is what our screen looks like. All right, this is our screen. This is our question. All right, quick little tip. Whenever you see 2 answer choices that are basically opposites of another, more than likely, one of these are going to be the correct answer. So, for example, like I said, 3 says autonomic division pairs with the central nervous system, and then 4 says that it pairs with the peripheral nervous system. All right, so it can't be both. Like, both of these can't be wrong. Does that make sense? So it's like, okay, so it's like saying the room is dark when the light is on, and the room is dark when the light is off. That's basically what it's like. It's saying. So it's like one of them's correct. So when you see 2 that are very similar and are just opposites of each other, that should automatically let you know to pay attention to these 2 a little bit more, because there's a higher chance that one of these is actually the correct answer. So you don't have to spend time wasting, trying to figure out if 1 or 2 are the correct answers when you see a test taking tip like this. Okay, so just quick little tip before I even finished really comprehending the question, and before I even got stuck on these being parts and then these being divisions, I was like, wait, there's a trend between these 2. These are both autonomic divisions, but 1 says for central, 1 says peripheral. I know these are the 2 nervous systems, so 1 has to be correct because 1's going to be housed in either the central or the peripheral. So I know that 1 of these is correct. This isn't select all apply, so I know that I just need one answer. So I'm not even really. I just looked at these and I just knew that they weren't there. They weren't correct. But this is really what solidified it for me before I even, thought about it even more and really dove into the question. I kind of let that hint. I let that be a little hint to guide me to the correct answer, even when I got stuck. Does that make sense? Yes, that's a trick that I learned in nursing school. But that's a trick that you can use on any exam. But yes, I learned that in nursing school too. Let me see what you guys are saying. Awesome job. Awesome job. Okay. All right, let's do one more question. Yeah, let's do one more question. What did we just do? Okay. All right, somebody asked me, like, if these were the types of questions that you would get, like, in nursing school, and it was asking, and the specific question was, like, asking about, like, seats on a bus or something like that. This question is more so themed. This one's actually, like, healthcare themed, at least. It's not asking about how many balls Jimmy got or whatever the hell. So hopefully this helps you guys as far as, you know, putting yourself in the position of whether or not this is a question that you will find helpful on the teas or not. All right, so this is math for 100. Hold on. All right, I'm going to answer your question in just a second. Math for 100. A patient was prescribed 40 milligrams of medication by their doctor. Upon further review, their doctor decided to reduce the amount of medication by 40%. How many milligrams of medication are in the new prescription? 1, 40 milligrams. 2, 16 milligrams. 3, 56 milligrams. Or 4, 24 milligrams. All right, a patient was prescribed 40 milligrams of medication by their doctor. Upon further review, the doctor decided to reduce the amount of medication by 40%. How many milligrams of medication are in the new prescription? So 1, 40%. What? 1, 40 milligrams. 2, 16 milligrams. 3, 56 milligrams. Or 4, 24 milligrams. Let's look and see how many milligrams are in the new prescription. All right, the answer is, what is 4, aka 24 milligrams? There's 24 milligrams of medication in the new prescription. Okay, let's see who's the first person to get what is 4 or what is 24. Yes. 1 second. What is 4? What is 24? Janice 5_2. Janice 5_2. Wait, I'm sorry. My bad. Witness Sullivan is before you. I missed that. What is 4? Witness Sullivan is actually before you, Janice. All right, so Witness Sullivan is actually the person that got that 100 points. Witness, you're already on the scoreboard with 300 points. So you just got another 100 points added. That just brought you to 400 points. All right, and that just completed our game for tonight, everybody. So we have our winners. So our first place winner with the high score of 500 points is going to be 24/7 Vanessa. Awesome job. Congratulations. Awesome job. And then second place is going to be Witness Sullivan with 400 points. Awesome job to you. All right, so Witness Sullivan and 24/7 Vanessa, you guys won a free copy of the ATI TEAS study bundle. That is your 123-page complete ATI TEAS study bundle. It's made up of all 4 sections: your math study kit, your reading and English, and your science. It also includes our SLAY anatomy. That one's a little bit more specified to anatomy and physiology. That also includes the SLAY anatomy study kit, as well as the game nurse theme, like Game Boy themed periodic table of elements. It also includes some exclusive tips on how to pass NCLEX, some facts on the structure. I keep saying NCLEX. Y'all know I mean TEAS. Some tips on how to pass TEAS. Tips on the structure of the TEAS, so you're familiar with it, as well as a ATI TEAS study planner. All right, those things are exclusive to the ATI TEAS study bundle. So great job to everyone that played, and great job to Witness Sullivan and 24/7 Vanessa for winning and getting top 2 highest scores. You two go ahead and send me a DM with your full name and email address, so I can go ahead and send you your prizes to those digital bundles. What else was I gonna say? Oh, everybody else, if you were still interested in getting that ATI TEAS bundle, you can still get it for a discounted rate. Instead of the full price of the $39, you can get it for $22. Since today is 2/22/22, use code 22Tuesday at checkout to get that 123 digital PDF bundle for $22 versus $39. If you have some of the other study kits, like the math or the science study kits individually, and you just need to get a couple of them, you don't need the whole thing, you can still get them individually. If you click the link in my bio and just go to the collections page, you can get them individually, or you can get the whole bundle. But the study planner, the ATI TEAS study tips, those are going to be exclusive to the ATI TEAS study bundle. So you're going to have to purchase the study bundle in order to get those specific resources, okay? Once again, if you guys love the questions and want to continue the more types of questions outside the ones that we are doing from our TEAS Tuesday, make sure you check out nursehub.com. They are the ones that sponsored our questions and have been sponsoring our questions. So if you like the different types of questions and the styles of questions, make sure you check out nursehub.com or check them out on Instagram. I tagged, they tagged and I pinned them, nursehub_gram. All right, it's our premium prep for entrance exams for our nursing school. Okay, so over like 25,000 nursing students, aspiring nursing students, have trusted them, and they have gotten to. Yes, over 25,000 nursing students have trusted them and have passed their TEAS. It is the first time pass guarantee. So make sure you guys check that out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not guaranteeing nothing unless I know my stuff is good. So make sure you check them out. Okay. We didn't explain the math answer. My bad. My fault. We're gonna explain the math answer really quick, because I could have sworn. Nope, we didn't. I know y'all probably like, if this girl don't stay in her seat. Okay. All right, let's go over that answer. I keep dropping my things. All right. Putting my computer back up, because I'm not gonna lie, it just died. That's fine. Someone said, can you talk about your study gummies a little bit? Sure. Study gummies. All right, so these are our herbal dietary supplements. We're gonna go over that question in just a second. I'm waiting for my computer to load back up. But consider this your commercial break. But these are our dietary supplements for study aid boosters, basically. This supports focus, memory, motivation, mental clarity. Basically, if you are feeling like you are on the edge of like, I don't know if I'm ADHD or like maybe I just have test anxiety or just, you know, productivity problems before going and trying to get put on like Adderall or something like that, or some kind of stimulant, I suggest, and a bunch of other people that have tried this suggest you try out this dietary supplement first. You may or may not still need a supplement. I'm not sure. It depends on you and your system. But this is what's called a nootropic. And what a nootropic is, it's just it means smart drug. Also brain food. But what it is just a natural drugs made by the earth that help boost your cognitive functions. Basically, it's just literally a natural cognitive boost. It's natural Adderall. And the actual nootropic of choice and of question is called lion's mane. And in here you have about 1,100 milligrams of lion's mane. You need about like 1,000 in order to really feel your to really feel like an actual dietary like benefit of the lion's mane. We have 1,100 in each gummy. So just take 2 before you log on to virtual nursing school, or before you go and take your TEAS or your NCLEX or whatever, and you really feel that boost of like mental clarity. You really feel like you feel motivated to cross stuff off of your to-do list. And I know it definitely helps with my anxiety and my frustration. Listen, I have one in every. I made these, and I have one in every room. I have one in the kitchen. I have one in my bedroom. I have one in my office. Listen. I take 2, like twice a day. I'm not gonna lie. I take 2 in the morning, and then I take 2 like midday for like my second win, and it has gotten me through. Cause listen, I was this close to going to someone's psychologist and been, look, you have to test me for ADHD because I cannot focus squirrel. Like, it was bad for me. So, I created this out of necessity for me. So I'm saying if it works for me, I'm not going to put anything on the market that I would not take myself, or that I know I wouldn't swear by. Like, nursing school is nothing to shake a stick at. I personally went through it. I survived it. I've created this business to help you guys survive because I know how much of a struggle it was for me. And so I do not play with people in their nursing school journey, because it is, someone said not squirrel, look. I do not play with people in their nursing school journey because it is stressful in itself. So anything that I can do to try to help and make it easier in any way, shape, or form, that's the only reason why I'm ever going to open my mouth and bring anything to you guys, period. Okay? It's on my website if you want to check that out. All right, so my computer's back up. Let's go ahead and go through that question. Let me go back. All right. All right, let's do that question. All right. Okay, so we had a patient that were giving 40 milligrams of whatever medication. Sure. It was reduced by 40%. Well, the amount. The amount was reduced by 40%. How many milligrams? Is in the new prescription. Okay, so that's what they're asking. All right. So, with that being said, if you just think about the question and really just reword it, it's letting you know that, really? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's letting you know that the doctor decided to reduce the amount of medication prescribed. So whatever answer that you're going to have, it's going to be 40, it's going to be less than 40 milligrams. So we just know that off rip because they reduced it by 40%. The starting was 40 milligrams, and you know that he or she reduced it by almost half, 40%. So we have to figure out the exact amount of milligrams that new prescription has, okay? So we're not looking for 40% of 40 milligrams. We're looking for 60%, okay? All right? Because once again, that the full amount was 100%, and the doctor, and that 100% is going to be that 40 milligrams. The doctor reduced it by 40%, so you know that the number of milligrams is really going to be 60% of the 40 milligrams. So just keep that in mind, all right? So we're trying to find 60% of 40 milligrams. That's what we're trying to find. And we're trying to find this because the doctor reduced the dose by 40%. I don't want you guys to get confused by reduced the dose by 40% and then think you have to go find 40% of 40 and that's the answer. Absolutely not. All right, we're trying to find 60% of 40 milligrams. All right. Now, that keyword 60% of means that we're going to be using multiplication in this problem. All right. Now, remember that 60%, whenever we're doing that, we always have to change the percentage to a decimal. That's going to be 0.60. Y'all know it's 60 over 100 or 0.60. We move those decimal points 2 spaces to the left. All right. So that 60% of 40, that of is basically multiplication. All right. So 0.60 times, replace that of with times 40. All right. And that's going to give you 24. All right. Does that make sense? So remember, it started off, this is how it started off, as a word problem. Okay, it didn't start off with just, something that's just says right off the rip, oh, what's 60% of 40 milligrams? No, it's an actual word problem. You have to go read that, evaluate that, and make sure that you understand what it's asking. And then that's how we got that 60% of 40. Okay, there's multiple ways that you can do this. Just like with the last one. So, I'm looking at your comments. Someone said, yes, you can also do 40% of 100, which is 0.4, and multiply times 40, which is 16, and subtract from 40 and get 24. That's the way. That's why I said it's multiple ways to get this. But as long as you get 24, baby, that's all that matters. See? There's multiple ways to skin a cat, but as long as the cat is skinned at the end, baby, that's all that matters. All right? So that's how we do that last question, okay? Oh, can you bring a calculator to the test? You can't bring a calculator to the test. They're either going to provide you one, or there's going to be one like on the computer, like an actual like digital calculator. Do you sell those practices? Do I sell those practice what? All right, guys, remember, these questions are about to be on the app. So if you have not downloaded the app, take this time now and go ahead and download tonight. Yeah, go ahead and download the app tonight. It's the Nurse Sam app to play the tease questions from tonight. Now, beyond just our 20 questions, if you guys want to take that a step further and get thousands of questions to really help you with your ATI TEAS prep, make sure you check out nursehub.com at nursehub_Graham. These are the questions. So these 20 questions are actually derived from them. They sponsored them. So if you like these questions and want more practice from these questions, you can check out our apps, the NurseM app, to play the questions from tonight. But you should also check out the nursehub.com, their app and their website for thousands more. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. So that just ended our Teas Tuesday. All right, we went over just a little bit, but that's totally fine. Oh, yay, congratulations. NCLEX, our NCLEX days is actually going to be Thursdays. So Thursday is going to be our NCLEX Jeopardy. This same version, but instead of ATI TEAS practice and ATI TEAS questions, we're using NCLEX style questions to practice for the actual NCLEX, LPN and RN. All right. So thank you guys for joining me for tonight. I will save this live. All these lives are definitely being saved, and I will let you guys know how to access all the other ones. Remember to use code 22Tuesday to get the ATI TEAS bundle for $22 versus $39. Okay, it's $222.22. Remember to continue to manifest, or whatever the hell you're supposed to do today. Oh, bye. When will you have another teas? ATI TEAS. I have these every Tuesday. So every Tuesday at 7, unless I'm sick. But that was last week. I got my sickness out for the first quarter. So I'll see you guys again for our teas review next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's like every Tuesday. And then our NCLEX and nursing school reviews are on Thursdays. All right. So I'll see you then. You want a code for the nursing bundle. I think it's yay 30. Hold on. If y'all are still on, I'm about to give you a code for the nursing bundle. The code for the ATI TEAS bundle is 22Tuesday. But if you want a code for NCLEX stuff to get ready for NCLEX Jeopardy on Thursday, I'm about to give you a code. 1 second. Live 50, but it's just for you guys that's been on my live. It's 50% off the bundle. It's the ultimate bundle. All right, it's just for you guys. That came to my live. Okay, so yes, once again, live 50, a code for your ultimate nursing school bundle, and then 22Tuesday for the TEAS bundle. All right, everything is digital as far as our studies kits. Everything is digital, but we do provide you with a resource, a cheaper resource than going to like a Office Depot or whatever. We give you a resource for you guys to print out if you want. Which it does. That always confuses me as why you guys cuss me out as to what. Like, I'm literally just helping you out. Like, you can take it to Office Depot and Staples, but they're gonna charge you $200 for it. I know this because I took it to them and they charged me $200 for it. So I just went about my business and I found you guys another resource to print it out. Especially because you're going to print it out for $200. I found you another way to print it out for $85. I don't know why I get cussed out for that. I don't know why, especially because I tell y'all all the time, it is digital in nature. If you want to print it out, you can. You don't have to, but you can. But printing it out is a service. I don't provide that service. So you're going to another company and you're going to have to pay for that service. I'm sorry. Like binding and color ink and paper, that costs money for them. Not for me, because mine's digital. It says it all in the product descriptions. So I would love it if you stop cussing me out. Thank you so much. Someone said, who cussed you? Oh, girl, I get cussed out like daily from people that do not read the description of the products. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.